Hey, I'm Steve, and this is my first solo backpacking trip. I'm going for a few days, probably 5 nights, and why don't you come along with me? There's my first trail, pretty much water. So, about 5 minutes into the trip, I lost my glasses already. Had to go back 2 or 3 times to get them. So, as Joe Robinette would say, I pulled a Joe, so I'll know how to put these somewhere safer this time so I don't lose them. Anyway, back onto the trail. It's kind of wet, as you see. I'm walking up the side. There's a little path on the side. I just fell in that hole down there. My foot got stuck, and I've had a hard time getting it out, so I'm just getting too risky here. I think I'm gonna find a place to set up camp close by and just not worry about hiking all the way in there. It's too hard of walking without a trail, so that's what we'll do. So I think I found a spot to camp for the night. I'm going to set up camp here. Water's down there. It's pretty rugged in here, but I'll be blocked from the wind pretty well if the weather picks up. Here's my setup at the tarp, and then another tarp underneath it, extra rain protection. So I'm all set up. I just came down by the lake to have a snack, beef jerky and a granola bar. I am not going to get my fire set up tonight, but I'll be plenty warm in my sleeping bag hammock, I hope. Alright, I'm getting ready for bed. I'm all snuggled up here. Can't really see anything. It's kind of crammed up, but the music playing in the background, and I'm just gonna lay here and relax. I think I need to get more water in me tomorrow. I'm cramping up a bit. Hopefully I don't cramp up in the middle of the night. But anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning. I survived the night. I got the radio going here early in the morning. I don't want to get out of my little cocoon. It's nice and cozy in here. I was warm. Yeah, I wasn't cold. My super shelter worked, the Four Seasons super shelter. And I think the wool blanket was really nice. A little damp, pretty damp around here, so I'll try to dry things out. And yeah, get going for the day. Get something to eat, get a fire going, and make myself more comfortable. Up and at 'em now. I'm gonna make some coffee and some breakfast because I'm starving. Probably have some oatmeal, and yeah, then I'm gonna just see what I can do to make myself more comfortable. See if I can get a fire going and get my stuff hung up to dry out a bit, because I think we're going to get rain later, so I want to get things dried out as possible. And yeah, just enjoy it. Hopefully get some fishing in today. I haven't been seeing any fish breaks, so I don't think the mayfly is starting yet, but throw a wet fly on there and see if they have any takers. Maybe get some lunch. Birds are singing. It's a nice morning, although I think it's going to get rainy later. Oatmeal. Cool. Got my little oatmeal pack here. Thanks Joe Robinette again. Joe was really inspiration for me to getting out here, along with other YouTubers. But I made my little pack right in the thing, and I put actually some bacon in there. Bacon. Bacon. But it's pretty good. Along with the coffee. It's a pretty good morning breakfast. Good to keep me going. By the lake. It's a beautiful day here. I don't know how well you can see me or not, but I want to do my water. So I need to fill up my water jug. That's what I got left. I didn't really drink enough yesterday. When I went to sleep, my feet were all cramping up. Even my hands, like from using it so much, I couldn't even move my thumb. So it was really weird. So I drank as much water as I could. And then that is leftover boiled water. But I have some flavor tabs. So I'm going to fill this up, put some flavor tabs in it, and drink that all day. So for my kid, I got one of these Kaiden Hiker. Not the most ultralight system, but it's what I got. So I'm going to use it. Got a little fire going finally. Took me a while. Everything is absolutely soaked. Finally found one tree that was dry in the middle. No hardwood anywhere. You see it's raining now. So at least I proved to myself I can get a fire going in the rain with absolutely no dry wood. This was the log that I found. You see it's dry in the middle. This little thing has been really, really useful. It comes with a fire striker, but it's for blowing on the fire. Works really good. It's the only way I can get that fire going, really. I was able to keep it going. So yeah. So now it's raining, so stuck under the tarp now for a while. I'm really glad I have this second tarp, because it'd be no fun sitting under that little tarp for the hammock. So I absolutely needed that second tarp. I think it's going to be a long day under this rain tarp all day. Not too shabby. Gonna run out of firewood real quick. It's raining pretty steady. The rain coming off the end of the tarp. Decided to catch some of the rain in my water bottle. So it's filling up. Not much you can do when it's raining like this. Just chilling, chilling like a villain. it's raining. Raining hard. Doing a number on my fire. Well, so far my favorite piece of gear is, of course, this. But my second favorite piece of gear is this wool blanket that I brought. Sorry, hon, I know you're missing it. Probably wishing it was keeping you warm, but it's keeping me real warm. Especially in this wet conditions, I wrap myself up with it. And I'm glad I also brought many pairs of socks. I keep changing my socks, so I always have dry socks on. And that's really making a difference as well. So I've been sitting under this tarp now for probably like 3 hours now, because it's been raining the whole time. And I've got all my layers on now, except for my raincoat, really, from under the tarp. Because I'm cold, a little bit cold. But not with the layers on, actually. With the layers on, I'm not cold. But it's this wool blanket, again. This wool blanket that I have wrapped around. I'm sitting on it, on top of this other layer, which is like a sole emergency blanket thing. It's not a thin one, it's double-sided. But it's pretty durable, and that's what I've been putting all my gear on. Also, an excellent piece of gear that I've been enjoying. That's my radio. I'll turn that off too for video purposes, because I haven't been doing that, and I realize I'm a rookie mistake. I also sparked up a stogie, and I had a few drinky poos, because what else are you going to do when you're sitting under a tarp in the rain the whole time? This is a little bourbon old-fashioned mix without the orange. But it's still pretty good. Pretty good. With the cigar, not so bad. So I'm making the best of a bad situation. At least with the rain, I got to try out all this gear, see how it works, and it's working good. Eventually I'll probably just crawl into my snug little bed there and in the hammock and keep warm that way and read a book. But right now, just chilling in the rain. Apparently it's supposed to stop in an hour or so, so I'll be really happy if the rain stops. Gonna make some carbonara, because I need to keep warm. The stove is the shiznit. See how fast it takes to heat that water up. Got some carbonara. I also got some bacon. And I will use those to make a delicious meal. Pour it right in there. Boiled. Pour it in there. Give it a little stir. Let that rest. So sitting under a tarp gives you a lot of time to think. And I've been thinking a lot about my girls, my family, and how important they are. And how I gotta just be more present in the moment and with each and every one of them. And just do the best I can, because especially for the girls, they're watching every step I make, and pretty much how I live my life is how they're going to live their life, or to be a good indicator. So I came out here for a spiritual experience, and if that's my first spiritual epiphany, that's it. And I mean, I've had that same one a million times, but sitting out here, you know, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about them. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about them and what they're doing and how they're feeling and what I can do to make their lives better. Sophia, Felicity, I love you. Violet, I love you. We're a team, Team Wenzel, and I think if we work together, well, if you work together, you're successful. Supper tonight, linguine carbonara. It's actually pretty good. I had to cook it a little extra long, but thickened up and put some bacon in there. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good morning. It's day 3. I'm still alive. Made it through the night last night. It was a bit of a rough night as my guts were really upset, and I had to get up and take a shit after I was all comfy in my bed, which was not pleasant. I had to get up and pee like 3 times, which is also not pleasant. I'm gonna have to try that pee bottle trick Joe Robinette talks about, you know, when you pee in a bottle inside and it keeps you warm. It wasn't cold, not cold. The wool blanket is the savior of that. I would put that up over around my head and it would keep me nice and cozy. So I wasn't cold. Cold a little bit now, waking up in the morning, so I'm gonna get some coffee, get some breakfast. Just like glass. Breakfast is made. I got coffee and some oatmeal. Oatmeal's in the bags. Excellent way to do that. No dishes to clean up. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I think I'm pretty much going to have to just find firewood and cut it. I haven't had any time to fish or explore because I've been spending my whole time keeping dry and warm, which is a lot of work. I'll probably spend this morning just looking for firewood. It rains so much that it's hard to find, and the only places that are dry are really big logs that are still dry in the middle, and there's no hardwood, so that's making it tricky. But the spruce actually burned pretty well yesterday, the black spruce. It did pretty well. So I think if I get enough of it and chop it all up and just work all morning, that's why I'm having 2 oatmeals and getting as much energy as I can so that I can just look for firewood, cut down firewood. I'm eating up batteries pretty quickly too. I already went through one battery pack for my cell phone. I only got 1 left. So I'm probably not going to use that on camera. I'll probably save it for my cell phone. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's coming up this way on the lake for fly fishing on Thursday morning. Today it's Tuesday morning. So I'll probably meet up with him, because my whole idea was to go fishing on this trip, and I can't fish because where I'm at, you can't get out on the rocks. I could do some fishing, but it's just really tricky, and it's been raining so much that I just, like I said, I'm spending all my time looking for firewood and getting firewood. I was able to keep that fire going pretty good yesterday until I ran out of wood. So if I would have had more wood, I could have kept it going. Like I crawled into bed early last night, like probably like 6 o'clock, you know, thinking I was gonna do some reading and stuff, but I end up just cozying up and sleeping. I didn't really sleep because my guts were so upset. I thought I was going to get sick and everything, so last night was the hardest night, but I got through it. And I feel better this morning, so we'll just see how it goes today. Oatmeal, maple and brown sugar, and I mixed some cranberries in there. I had some dried cranberries just to try to mix it up. The flavor all settles down at the bottom. You gotta try to mix it up. Mix it up. It's not oatmeal. It is oatmeal. Not too bad. Time to get the fire going. So it's a little chilly. Not really, but damp. It's really damp. So I think I'll get a fire going. And this is what I got. It's as dry wood as I could find. I got this birch bark. As much as I could find. There's only like one birch bark tree around. Thank God I found that. And some twigs and a bunch of bucked up wood, which I've been cutting up all morning. So I should be good to go for, I'm hoping, you know, like, I don't know, 6 hours, 8 hours of fire. I'm constantly watching it. I started reading this book, Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, The Antidote to Chaos, which, I mean, Jordan Peterson is the man, and this book is great. And so, you know, I find myself tearing up when truth hits. And the whole point of this trip was to go out on a journey into the unknown and find myself a little bit more. And I've already started to do that, I think, so I can be a better person. So thank you, Jordan Peterson. Got my fire going. I'm just gonna read some of my book here. I like to keep a pencil when I'm reading a book. My book, I can write it up into it and just underline things that I like. Here's one. Ideologues are people who pretend they know how to make the world a better place before they've taken care of their own chaos. So I can finally get my fly rod set up. I have been putting it off. Well, not putting it off, just I haven't been doing it because I wanted to make sure I had enough firewood. My fire was good and set up, and it is. So, yeah, I can get it all set up. All I need to do is really put it together and get the line through it. A fish for supper, boy. Nice juicy trout. I like the action of fly fishing, you know, you're always doing something. You're never just sitting there. And when you're dry fly fishing, you're watching the fly the whole time, so it's like, you know, constantly your heart's beating. Ooh, see? Caught on something again. There we go. The dry flies. I guess I should show you what's in there. Got some black gnats, blue uprights, brown march or brown something, and a few other like stonefly imitations. And these are like a mosquito. These are like a mosquito, I think. So yeah, a couple different ones. Bam. And then there's my wet flies. This is only half of them again. Only half my dry flies and half my wet flies. I left the other ones at home. It was a hard decision, but these are mostly Mickey fins and a couple professors and Royal Coachmans. All the ones I've had the best luck with up here. Thank you again, Drew. And a few other things in there. There's this squirrel's tail or hair or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's usually pretty good up here as well. And there you go. We'll have some supper. I'm going to have stuffing. Stovetop stuffing with bacon. You can see that. And pistachios. I want to throw the pistachios in and the bacon. Cook it all up with the water and then throw the stuffing in. Because stuffing is yummy. There we go. I got some bacon, pistachios that I shelled, and some ghee, clarified butter. So I'll put a cup of water, maybe a little bit more, and heat that up, and then I'll put the stuffing in. Try to keep this warm the best way I can. Wrap it up in something. And let it do its thing. Stuffing. Ooh. I'm kind of hungry, so I'm looking forward to this. A YouTuber recommended that, you know, bring stuff that you like, because you're going to want stuff that you like to taste of. So, and that was one of the things he recommended, because I love the stuffing. And I think with these nuts and the bacon in there, going to be tasty. A little extra butter. Didn't have the record button on last time, and I just show you what I did. So I poured all the stuffing into here and gave it a stir. Then I wrapped it up in this. I'll wrap it up in this tea cozy. There we go, and that'll help keep it warm. And I'll put it between my legs and put a wool blanket over it. Woo, keep me warm. My guts are a bit upset again. Last night they were pretty upset. I had to get up and crap in the middle of the night. Hopefully I don't have to do that again. No poops today yet. Oof, it's getting warm between my legs. It's probably almost done. That's my phone going off. I just turned it on. I think this should be ready. There it is. Stovetop pistachio bacon stuffing. I might have to make this for Christmas. It's good. I like pistachios. I like bacon. And I like stuffing. So, how can you go wrong, really? That is good. That is real good. Oh, there's off a piece of bacon. Oh, don't want to miss that. Oh, look. It's so good. Oh, good. Oh, got a pistachio there. Oh, and a piece of bacon. Survived another morning, or night. It's nice and sunny today, which is nice, because it's been raining for the past fucking 4 days. Just made myself some oatmeal breakfast. Yeah. So far so good. I want to have some breakfast and some coffee, and just go through and organize my stuff. It's my last day here. Might go for a little adventure. I haven't been able to go for an adventure because it's been raining. I haven't wanted to get wet because it takes so hard to get warm when you're wet. But even now, the woods are so wet, I'll probably still get wet. Down by the watering hole. Gotta fill up my water bottle again. Probably filled it up 5 or 6 times over these couple days. Oh, there's a bug crawling across the screen. No mayfly yet, but it's supposed to get up to 25 today, so hopefully we'll see a hatch. I know Drew will be happy to see a hatch. Not sure if you can tell this, but these are the type of holes that you fall into around here. I fell into a few. Look at that thing. Like that's... Oh, pretty deep. And it keeps going down and down and down in there. Like, really deep. This is the forest through here. It's all glacial deposits, just nothing but rocks and moss and black spruce. Yeah, on my way in here, I slipped into a hole up to my, crotch area, and it was scary. It was hard to get out, and I had to wiggle my way out, and I had to get my pack off, and I thought my foot was going to be stuck. And it was, kind of, but I got out, so I learned a lesson pretty quick there. What happens if I would have got stuck there? I mean, I had cell phone service, but if I was out of service. There has got to be every different type of moss in the planet here in this woods. Let me just show you a few, just on this one little part. First of all, I gotta find out what this stuff is growing over the trees, the maple trees. And like, look, just every type of moss you can imagine. So I'm gonna try to make some biscuits on a stick. I have my stick that I carved. You want something nice and thick, so that when you wrap the biscuit around it, it's not too thick because it takes longer to cook. And I have Bisquick mix and bacon mixed in this bag. So I'll add a little bit of water to it. Don't need much. And then mix it up with my hand. Here's what I got. It was a little wet, and like with bannock, I could have wrapped around the stick, but I don't think this is too crumbly. I don't think it would have worked. So I just have it on top of the stick. Hopefully it'll get enough heat from that fire to cook. It's probably gonna take a while. Looks good though. Well, that's not gonna work. It just keeps slipping off. I keep losing a bunch of it. So I'm going to put it in this jar and try to cook it, because I don't want to waste it. We're starting to set up there a bit. It's just, I thought it would act like bannock, but it's not acting like bannock. So hopefully I'll be able to make like a nice bacon biscuit right in there. I just have it in there with some olive oil. I really don't know how this is going to work. We shall see. We shall see. Because that'll burn quick. I'll have to keep a close eye on it. Try it. It's pretty good, actually. Tastes like a biscuit with bacon. It's actually pretty good. I might try to make another one with the other half I have. Things may not work out like you initially planned, but just put your head to it and try to make the best you can out of it. And so that's what I did here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And it got me wanting you. Oh, honey. Oh, sugar, sugar. You were my candy girl. And you got me wanting you. Walked up to the top of an elevation here, and it's beautiful, sunny. Feels good up here. I'm going to find myself a walking stick. I always like to carve a walking stick, and I found a nice maple here. It's about 4:30 on Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, Wednesday. And yeah, got a fire going, just relaxing. It's nice out at least. I took my main tarp down because it was dry, and tomorrow morning it might not be that dry. I didn't want to put it away wet, so put it away now. Even if it gets a little bit of rain, I still have my tarp over my hammock, so I'll stay dry. It's just I have nowhere to sit under. I can sort of sit under there, but there's not much room, so if it starts to rain. So if it starts to rain heavy, I'll just crawl in my hammock and read or something. Drew's picking me up around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, but he'll probably be a little bit late because something will go wrong and he'll curse and swear a whole bunch. Drew. So this is my last night that I'm going to be alone. It's probably like 7:30. It's sun's going down. And yeah, it's been a great trip. My guts were upset quite a bit, but I got through it. Nights were a little freaky, but I got through that. It rained, I got through that. So it's good. I challenged myself and I came up good. And I've been reading that book and I really like it. You know, Jordan Peterson's book there, 12 Rules for Life. It's been great. Just talking now about how in order, you know, everything's based on order and chaos, and you got to find the balance between the two. You got to have one foot in order and one foot in chaos. And I think all too often I have both feet in chaos and no order. I have to set up some order in my life, a little bit more structure. I've always struggled with that. But it's not impossible, and I can do it, and I will do it. For my family, for myself. Order and chaos. Look at this sunset. Look at that. Beautiful. Crazy me carved another stick. Well, this is my last little bit of solitude. Drew's going to be coming to pick me up soon. He had a little bit of a delay this morning. Didn't have his fishing license and had to go back and get it. So waiting for him, but that's good. Gave me a few extra seconds to clean up and stuff. Enjoy my last little bit of time. I made a walking stick into a tripod. I can't really show it to you because it's doing this video right now, but I took a picture of it and maybe I'll put it in if I make a video. But it was a good trip. I'm just starting to feel comfortable now as I'm leaving. You know, yesterday in the evening and then this morning I'm feeling really sort of zen. First few nights were, you know, good. I liked it, but you know, I was having anxiety all through the night, and although I did sleep pretty good, I was nice and warm, so I wasn't cold. You gotta have dry socks. One night I was like, oh, I'll just wear these socks I wore all day. My feet froze, so luckily I had another pair in there and I switched them out. And I also took my down coat and wrapped it around my feet, which helped a lot. So yeah, so good trip overall. I mean, great trip overall. Really good for my first little adventure like this. I love the tarp, the big tarp. My hammock, great for camping. There's no way I could sleep on the ground here. No way. Because it's just nothing but rocks and bumps. I didn't see any flat spots anywhere. So good luck in a tent. You need a hammock here. Even though it's a bit sketchy because no matter where, I mean, there was widowmakers. So I tried to find the safest spot I could. But there's definitely trees that could fall over, and the trees are falling over all the time. Some of you might be wondering if I brought anything for self-defense, and you can't bring any guns in the woods in Canada, where I'm at. Nova Scotia, Canada. But you can bring one of these. That's a Spec Plus Raider Bowie by Ontario, USA, Ontario Knives. Hoo-wee! I got her sharp, baby. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Shave ready? Oh, yes, sirree. That's not a knife. That's a knife. But if you ever had to use that to fight anything, you're probably gonna die. You probably already did. But good for keeping away other humans. And the mayfly is on. I've never been so happy to see your ugly face. Good dog. You too, you too, you too. Made it to the camp. Drew's camp. You can see it up there in the back. It's nice to be here, nice to see people. Nice to get a few beer in me. You know, I wasn't really drinking much in the woods. But now I'm pounding the beer, and they're delicious. And I want to eat something, and I'm drying out all my gear, and I'm smiling. You can tell it's. I loved being in the woods by myself there, but it just makes you appreciate people more. So let's go check out the camp. I initially helped bring a huge window up here, and that's the size of the window. But it's not the actual window because that window got smashed. This is another window. But we carried that up a long ways, a bunch of us. That's the gravity-fed water and the pump down to the lake. There's some roof leaks apparently, need to be fixed. The shitter, the outhouse. And here's the camp. He
wants to go back every Friday.
There's Drew. complaining about something.
Every weekend, he said. Well, it's not Jonah won't be there, and it's supposed to rain, and we're gonna be fishing.
Probably sleep up there. This was the first camp. See if you can see this. There's Jersey. Hi, Jersey. Jojo. Jojo. Oh, what do you see? Good boys. That's the old camp. That's where the very first time I came up here was in that camp. And it had an extension on the back. But yeah, that has to be like 15 years ago or more. And this is just where we keep firewood, and they actually got a new propane stove, or propane fridge. Propane fridge. First time we've had that, first time since I've been up here. And the beer. And yeah. Got my batteries charged, being at the camp. Never did any filming yesterday, but yesterday was a great day of fishing. My guy Drew put me on the fish. I got 6 nice trout, 3 really nice ones. One was a 13.5 incher, and I got some pictures, so I'll put them on here. And I think there's some GoPro footage that Drew took as well, so if I can get that, try to show you that as well. This morning, making bacon and eggs for breakfast, which I'm really looking forward to after eating trail mix for fucking 4 days. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of us catching some fish later. One more day. And then get to see the girls and tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to as well. And party and lobster, so just keeps getting better. Here's Drew. Still ugly.
As ever. Could you be so kind as to pop my rod there, bud? That'd be great.
Oh. The master.
Yeah. And I'm in a rat's nest already.
So you think you want to fly fish?
Serenity now. Rods up like that, that's just snap word.
Fish on. You got your net?
Yeah, I'll do it. The dog decides to go bonkers here. Uh-oh, he jigged. Where is he? Oh no, he was just wrapped up. Stay. Stay. Hey!
Nice one.
Barbless.
There we go. Fishy, fishy, fishy.
12-inch trout. Yeah, it was a text that you sent me because I was like, "Where are you at?"
Yeah.
I'm in the cove, and then you said it's like the hat in the video.
Oh no, the Whip It Good.
Whip It Good. Yeah, I was like,
Have you ever seen that?
What?
Whip It Good, and they have
No,
these weird
fuck
hats
no.
on.
no, I haven't seen that.
When I said that, I was drunk.
It had to have been something.
Yeah,
I thought I was
it
like,
was-
what the fuck is he talking about? These fucking
Okay, let's follow the line. Let's see here.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give
you
it a
caught
yank.
something.
I'm gonna give it a yank.
Is that a birch?
I get it.
Last day, going for a final fish. See if I get the 5th one for my fish bag. Blair filled me up yesterday. So, yeah, it's been a great week. There's Drew. Smile.
Off for another guiding day to keep you in the fish.
I'm ready to put off a hatch. You gotta keep them somewhere.
Get her done.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
I knew it. I knew it.
Try your dad's technique. Ignore my fly there. It's a bit windy. You think it's a bit windy, Drew? The trip is done. I'm just here waiting for Violet to pick me up at the end of the road. I survived. Was in the woods. Came in Sunday. I'm leaving Saturday. And yeah, it was a great trip. Caught some fish. Got to test out all my gear. That worked really good. Survived. All around a really great trip.